and deliberately it is Indian constitution, but the values are Bharatiya. So most of the time we address it as the Constitution of India, but the constitution says both the things. India, that is Bharat, but Bharat is missing everywhere. But we understand that the Bharatiya values means Bharat is a combination of cultures. It is not a state in the sense of political science. As the students of political science understands state needs territory, state needs people. What else you can add also? You are a student of political science. It is territory, it is people, it is government and sovereignty. Then it is state. But in the strict sense, India is not state like this. India is Bharat. Bharat means it is a combination of many cultures and it is being evolved as a nation. It is not made by the act of parliament or by the act of British Parliament or by their kings and queens. It is not like this. It has not made the nation in the 1947, but it is a evolving nation. It is a combination of many cultures. So we are trying to find out that whether the Constitution of India, which is being made with all Indian, no doubt the foreigners has criticized the Constitution and said that it is a borrowed Constitution basically. And people in India also agreed sometime that it's a borrowed Constitution. But we understand that the 300 people who are sitting in the Constituent Assembly, they have consulted it. They have consulted the global events, because the Constitution of India was drafted at the time when the League of Nations failed and the Charter of the United Nations was drafted. We took lessons from there, and subsequently Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948 drafted by the United Nations. It was the time when Constitution of India was drafted. So we took the experience from the other nations, but at the same time, how those constitution, how those principles and how those concepts can be Indianized. 300 people sitting there, more than 24 meetings, they have taken care that the constitution is Indian. More so, when it was drafting the constitution, writing the constitution, it was handwritten constitution and it has 22 parts. And in library you see all the 22 parts starts with some cultural depiction. It may be from Gita, it may be from Ramayana, it may be from Sikh religion, it may be from Jain, Buddha or any religion. All the major cultural depictions were there on the constitution. It means that the Constitution of India was drafted with all cultural values here. Yes, what we can say that after that we left those things, and that is visible constitutionally also. We added the constitutional part subsequently as well. Municipal corporations, panchayats, anti-defection law, these parts were added to the constitution later on. But with these parts, no cultural picture was made by the Parliament itself. But the Constitutional Assembly has done this work which we have not followed. So therefore after 75 years or before 75 years, we have now started a discussion that the Constitution of India, how much values which we are there. It is the lecture which is we are going to witness today. Justice Thakur himself is the reflection of Bharatiyata. The Vedic life he leads, he lived in a Bharatiya style itself, and the students of Punjab University, when I was in Punjab University, sir delivered a similar lecture there. And what we found, that lecture was planned for 1 hour, but it went beyond, and subsequently the students were very much interested when certain things in the constitution were related to the Bharatiya culture and the Bharatiya traditions. I hope today's lecture would be the similar one or the better one, because the audience is in the NCR and the audience is a younger one. because it was 3 year and it is now a 5-year law. So audience is younger, so there would be more interaction there. I congratulate Constitutional Club, Dr. Sanjay, that they have organized this lecture for you. And on many occasions, Dr. Sanjay has organized these activities. Constitution Club will organize more such activities. My best wishes are there. Dr. Asutosh Mishra, under whose guidance this university is taking academic lead for the activities, whether they are curricular activities, whether they are extracurricular activities, and I am happy that the university, the students, the teachers, everyone are working in the same direction, and many things happen here after a lot of discussion. My teachers are also sitting here with the students, so it raises the bar of the program when teachers and students are sitting together to witness program. Once again, I welcome Justice Thakur to the National Law University, and sir, in future as well, we'll continue to seek your blessings and guidance that the students, the subject which they are learning, they must have some values. Mrs. Thakur, you are welcome, madam, as well. Thank you very much.